welcome to a speed renovation. My Disney Duos challenge. I'm in the generation 1 with Nani and Lilo, and our family is growing, and people are aging up, and people are getting married. Anyway, there's a lot of changes we need to make in the house, and so I wanted to keep the house, the same size as it is. We'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, I actually was able to do this renovation without expanding the home itself. So I was quite surprised I could do that. But yeah, so I kind of pushed the living room aside, so that's a lot smaller. The kitchen, I really didn't change too much about it. That dining table, I ended up moving it just to make some more space, since there's this wide open area that I'm about to fill up. But yeah, so again, this is my generation for Nani and Lilo, and Nani is my peach sim. That's her color. So the home is, peachy, pinky. Lilo's room is a bit more red. But yeah, so that's what that room is over there. And that's actually Purdy, my Lilo sim. She's there. She just aged up into a teenager, so she's kind of just standing there, if you're wondering who that is. But yeah, so this renovation, it took some time, again, trying to figure out the best layout. I had to get rid of some furniture pieces, but I mean, in the end, it works. It's fine. I might end up moving some things, here or there at some point anyways, just because Nani does need to have at least two children, and that, if Purdy stays in the home as well, that's another room, and then of course Nani has a room. So we'll see how that goes, further down the road. But anyway, I moved the dining table into that middle area because I want to turn what was the dining room into a bedroom, a nursery, more or less. Oh yeah, also can't forget Stitch. Stitch also needs his space. He's Purdy's dog. But yeah, so I'm about to make some walls to fill this room up a bit. It makes a small hallway, but again, it's fine, it works. As for the colors of the nursery, I kind of kept the peach colors, even though the next generation is going to be gold for Timon and Pumbaa. But that'll happen in time. Also, this wallpaper, this wall would not change color, and then look, it just changed the whole house color. I don't know how that even happened. Anyway, it was some weird wall glitch. I'm guessing because of the rounded room there that you can see there's that line in the floor that's been there this whole time. I know, I can get rid of it by deleting the room and just putting it back, but it just comes back. There's no getting rid of it completely, so that's what that is. But yeah, so I'm really excited to get into the second generation. I can't believe she's already going to be having her first child. Well, I'm hoping it's child and not children's for her first pregnancy, but we'll see how that goes. So again, this is going to be their nursery. So I just put it in a bassinet, put in some decoration. But again, so this is gonna be the Timon and Pumbaa generation. So each generation has two characters, two Sims that you're playing with technically, but the first name is your main Sim. So my Nani and Lilo generation, Nani is my, primary Sim that I'm, the fulfilling the aspirations, doing all the details that way. But with the second Sim, so in this case it would be Lilo. There are some requirements for her Sim as well. Things that she has to do, or things need to accomplish, skills that need to work on or max. So I've been having fun. I've actually played through this legacy challenge about halfway through, and I was having a lot of fun. I'm like, I think I should just start from the beginning. I liked the amount that there is to do, because sometimes I can get bored if there's just not enough to do, and then the generation feels so short because it's like, oh, max a skill and career, you're done. So this one, there's a little bit more, and of course it relates to Disney movies, so I love that. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're interested in, the legacy challenge itself, I did post the 10 generation challenge rules in my shorts. It's also in the playlist for my Disney Legacy Challenge itself, so if you want to look there, it might be easier to find. Okay, so yeah, we're still in the nursery, trying to decorate a little bit. She doesn't have, or they don't have a lot of money. You can see the 400, 500 simoleons that they've really got in the bank, so, I didn't want to do too much that would kind of break the bank, and we need to pay bills, and she is, she's in a career that she's eventually going to leave soon, and so she's going to have to start from the bottom of another career again, but she's getting married, so, at least she's going to hopefully get some money from him once he moves in. But yeah, so that's kind of the money situation. See, you'll see, it disappears, that line that was made by the glitchy round room, but it'll come back, trust me. I'll get tired of it, and so I'll do that and delete the room just so I cannot see those lines anymore, but it eventually comes back. So yeah, this whole room, that round room up there, I figured the nursery would eventually become Purdy's room, just because I thought it would be cool if Purdy had that room and had that little tower, just like she does in like the movie and the TV show, and she can have like maybe a photography studio up there. This little outdoor area, my Sims rarely, actually I don't think they've used it even once, so I wanted to make it more usable, playable. I made it into a little art studio for Nani, just so she could go out there and paint. That's one of her skills that she's really high up, and I'm pretty sure she's at level 8 in that skill. So yeah, just making some room and moving things around so that I can kind of do all that. But yeah, after this, I don't make too many more changes. But for the time being, this'll do. I was really glad that the nursery came out, and this little recreational area, more or less. Maybe this might expand as my Nani Sim, learns or has more favorite hobbies and skills, and things that she likes to do. It might end up being her little she shed, but not a shed, more of just like a area because they live in Solani, like the outdoors. But yeah, so I'm taking another glance, making sure I didn't forget anything. You can see those glitchy floor area is back, but I go in, make some changes to the wallpaper just to make it a bit more cutesy. Oh, sorry if you heard that motorcycle. But yeah, so if you have any ideas, I'm open to them. I'm not too much of a builder. I know that there's a lot of stuff that I forget is in the catalog until I see it so much time later, and I'm like, man, that would have been nice to know that was there, during this generation or whatever it was. But yeah, I'm still having a nice time with my Generation 1 Sims, so I'm not too eager to get into the second generation yet. We've still got some things to do, so if you want to join me in that, it's been a lot of fun. But again, yeah, so here's some screenshots. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. I hope you had fun watching it. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you around. Bye.